guys, Georgeazoid over here, and welcome to another episode of the unboxing series, today with the Scarlett Solo. Now, I do apologize that I haven't done anything towards the series, or even some of the other series I have been working or started up on, and that has a lot to do with the fact that one of my platforms, TikTok in particular, has actually been making great movement, and it's been helping me out and bringing more traffic to Twitch, among other things, including here on YouTube. Because of that, there's a particular set of content that's doing well right now for me on TikTok, and I realize that my YouTube is kind of a barren wasteland for that particular content. So you may have noticed a lot of Dead by Daylight content. A lot of you know that that's my main game. I play a lot of that. I needed to upload more on YouTube, and it also kind of gave me a break from the constant recording, editing, and streaming and all that. I did stream a week in a row, and I actually added some extra uploads, plus I have now the daily TikTok posts. So I have a lot going on for me, and I did promise that I have a lot of stuff out there somewhere and up there, and I have a lot of stuff that I was planning on unboxing for you, but I keep getting new things to unbox, and I want to start setting this up, if not today, starting tomorrow. And we're going to start with this one, and I'll be recording the next one, and hopefully the next one I have about 3 things that I need to unbox ASAP, and then you guys will be seeing the video when it goes live. Anyway, this is the Scarlett Solo. It's an audio interface. I'm sure you can read. For those of you who can read, it's an audio interface. It is USB based, and then what I mean by that is that you're going to be plugging this into your computer via a USB, but as you can tell, it's got an XLR input, and then you got also inputs for like your headphones and stuff of that nature, with different dials that will allow you to fine-tune your microphone and or even to some extent your headset. Now, don't confuse this as like a mix amp or just like an amp in general. This is what's called a preamp. It has a preamp in it, and it is helpful, don't get me wrong, but if you're looking to power headphones that require a lot of juice in order to get the most out of the sound, this is not the way that's going to go. You might be wanting to look at an actual amplifier. And I do have one. I have actually an older Astro mix amp. I might actually consider upgrading that in the near future. So there might be an unboxing for that in the near future. We shall see. And I know exactly what I'm going to do with my older one as well. I actually have had that since my original stream setup. This is like the first time my stream setup has really changed since my old launch version. And even then, I've upgraded that one a couple times. Anywho, my goal here is that if you haven't figured it out yet, I am finally upgrading my microphone. And with doing that, you need an audio interface that can support an XLR microphone. So I've been using a Blue Yeti for as long as I can remember, and as much as it's been great for me, I think it's time that I graduate and move on to something different. We're going to go with different because it really is a great option. I'm not telling you not to buy it if you're on the fence about a Blue device or a Blue Yeti in particular. It's been great to me. It really is. And with some fine tuning, you'd be surprised the kind of quality you can get out of it. But I'm trying to genuinely upgrade my game so that now with this whole full drive into content creation, I realize I need better equipment to set myself up for success. And although it's not necessary, it does help. Anywho, so here we are. We're going to go ahead and open this guy up in a bit, but wanted to show you the box. It's the perfect audio interface for a singer-songwriter. Obviously, I'm not a singer-songwriter, but that gives you an idea. If it's good enough for them, it's probably good enough for me. Again, I could have gone with a Go XLR option. There are affordable Go XLR options, but everybody goes for the more expensive one, the full unit, which was actually on sale recently. But again, this was a great option for me because I needed to not spend too much. You know, I've been blowing the budget out of the water, and I needed to start making concessions, and this is one of the ones I was making, and this is highly rated. A lot of people really talk about this interface, and there's a version that is not the Solo where you can actually connect more than one microphone. So if you're going to be doing interviews in person physically, you can do that. And also gives you the opportunity to do audio like monitoring, meaning you can run your voice into your headset so you can hear how you sound and you can make adjustments on the fly. I'm personally not going to take advantage of that. I know that's highly recommended. It is not my style. I've been on stage for a lot of different things in my life, and I've grown comfortable in not necessarily being able to hear my voice, or hearing my voice to some extent, maybe a limited extent, and still being able to speak through it. I think if I were going to, actually no, I know that if I were to do audio monitoring for my being able to hear my voice. I'd just be kind of like distracted, and I'm not really focused on my content, especially during my streams. And I want to focus on you, not on the. I don't want to focus on myself. I don't want to focus on how I sound. It's not my goal. Anywho, we have my tried and true knife over here. I don't know if I need it. Doesn't actually. Yeah, I do. Anywho. Our simplest USB interface, a third generation. This is actually the third generation. Scarlett Solo provides singer-songwriters with a reassuringly easy recording process. It does come with a lot of software, apparently. I don't know if this is like downloads that I gotta connect to, or I mean, I highly doubt it's physical media unless there's like a USB device in there. That would be interesting, but it does come with Avid Pro Tools. It comes with Ableton. It comes with XLN Audio. It comes with Softtube, Focusrite Red plugin suite. Okay, so this is more of like a reminder for the people who are used to the older software for Focusrite, and Focusrite plugin collective. Now, I realize I keep calling it the Scarlett Solo, but the Scarlett Solo is from a brand called Focusrite. I'm sure you might be able to read it over here, but there it is. It's a Focusrite Scarlett Solo. It has come heavily recommended. The amount that I spent on this, because the Go XLR, in example, is like a $500 to $600 option, depending on how unlucky you are. There are better options in this, or higher options in this. I don't know, like just something with more. And again, it starts to rack you up like $300 or more, $700, $1,000 in some cases. I just can't do that. The recommendations were so strong for this that I just could not ignore it. I was able to finance this with the other thing that I bought through Best Buy. So Best Buy sells it, Amazon sells it as well. I would have gotten it faster through shipping, but I wouldn't have been able to finance it because I have the Best Buy credit card. It's actually worth it for those of you that are interested. I'm not sponsored by them. And let's see. I mean, I'm pretty excited for this, to be real with you. I've been looking to upgrade for a long time, and then you can kind of guess if I'm buying this, what the next unboxing video is going to be. So let's go ahead and open it up. And there it is. I forgot to even mention how surprised I was at the size of this. When I've seen how the Go XLR and other audio interfaces look like. If you go to your favorite streamers and YouTubers, sometimes you'll find out what their specs are and stuff like that. And all of them had really neat equipment. Not all of them, but a lot of them have neat equipment. The last thing I expected was just how small this is. And honestly, this benefits me greatly because I don't really have much space here. I have a pretty hodgepodge setup of tables over here. In fact, this is a dining table, so I love this table, don't get me wrong, but it's a dining table, so it's not really suited for the kind of use that I'm doing. And then my computer desk over here isn't really the best computer desk. It's like a super budget computer desk, and it's amazing that it's amazing that it's getting work done. So I'm actually really happy because if I had the Go XLR, I would literally have nowhere to put it right now. This setup that I have going on over here is kind of like a compromise of how I can get it going. So you saw how it opens. It explains some stuff over here. It just how to connect it and stuff, which is, I guess, neat. Doobie. We've got probably cables. Let's see. Yeah. So we have the USB cable, and then that's it. So it doesn't come with any XLR cables of any kind. Theoretically, it's going to come with your microphones. Otherwise, you would have to buy it separately. You have your safety instructions over here. And the safety instructions in other languages, which I cannot read. So I'm going to leave this over to the side. It looks like it's a USB-C connection. That would be a very complicated situation for me if it wasn't for the fact that I am already prepared for this scenario in particular. So we're going to move this over here, and we're going to come back to this guy. So here it is. It is in this plastic. There's probably, yep, there is in fact tape and more of the silica gel that I can add to my collection. I highly recommend that you guys collect this, but keep it out of reach from kids or even pets. Educate your kids on it, please. You know, like my kid's pretty good about knowing not to touch things, and I have a lot of conversations with her. Probably shouldn't drop it like that. What do you guys think? Okay, so I'm gonna grab the bottom part because I don't want to get my greasy fingertips all over, my fingerprints even. I'm actually gonna do this, even though I probably don't have to. So here it is. It's actually really nice. It's pretty good looking. I love the color, personally. I have a lot of items in my kitchen that look like this, so it just It brings some kind of like happiness and warmness to me. Let me do something over here. No? Okay. How about now? There you go. A little extra light. And there it is. So you have your one XLR port. It gives you your gain, right? I'm not really sure what these are for, and I'm sure I'll learn over time. Again, this is an unboxing. This is not a tech specs. I know sometimes some people want tech specs and stuff like that, but I'm buying the stuff to use it, and I'll learn, but I'm not an expert on it, so I'm not going to even pretend to be an expert on it. I know this is recommended, and I know that I can get this to work. I love the space-saving aspect of it. For reference, right over here, you know, we have Pikachu, so we're going to use Pikachu for reference, right? It's a little pop figure Pikachu. Here is a PS5 controller for reference. The PS5 controller is actually larger, occupies more space, not as condensed. For those of you who play Xbox, here is an Xbox controller for reference right over here. So there you go. That gives you an idea of the size. It's the size relatively of a controller. Gotta put this over here. Yes, Mom? Nah, just kidding. I don't know who's honking over there, but I'm sure you guys heard it. All right, let's just move this over here. But yeah, I mean, it feels pretty easy to move the dials, which is nice. I'm sure I'm not going to really play with this too much. I'll probably be fine-tuning it earlier. Well, that's about it. Oh yeah, here are the connections in the back. This is where you're going to connect to the computer, obviously. I don't know what that's for. And then you have your line outputs for right or left. Interesting. Actually, this is interesting because depending on like what you're using for speakers or even headphones, some headphones don't come with a singular line. They come with two lines, one for the right and one for the left. And you'll see what I mean, hopefully in the near future. But there it is. I'm going to be using this for what you guys have probably figured out, my new microphone. So this is the Focusrite Scarlett Solo. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm trying to keep it short and not too long. I don't know enough about it other than it has a preamp in it. It doesn't have like a mix amp or anything of that nature. So you will not be able to power heavy headphones. And when I mean by heavy, I don't mean physically heavy. I mean just headphones that need a lot of juice to be able to power sound at a great volume and clarity simultaneously. But I bought this because this is a great entry-level XLR microphone device. I can get this connected to my computer up and running, and although I'm not going to be singing or anything like that, although you guys hear me sing in my streams often, not that I'm a good singer, but you know, I sing anyway, this is going to help me give you guys a better sounding voice. So this is actually going to be one of the last videos that you're going to see, and even streams tonight, that you're going to hear with my Blue Yeti. So we'll be retiring that bad boy very soon, man. You've been good to me. Anywho, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please like it. If you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, if you just want to say something random, go ahead and comment, please. It does help me with the algorithm. All engagement helps me with the algorithm. I cannot express that enough. If you viewed this all the way to the end, thank you very much. So if you're seeing this right now, you are helping me more than you ever will realize. Check me out on Twitch. I stream most nights of the week, usually about 5 nights a week, sometimes 6, sometimes 4, depending on where my energy levels are. But again, most nights of the week. I usually start off at around 11 p.m. Eastern time. The name is Georgeazoid. Follow me over there, or feel free, if you want to support me, subscribe using Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you can actually support me at no extra cost to you. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. TikTok's actually been really moving for me, so if you're interested in some gaming content, particularly Dead by Daylight content for now and some fitness-related stuff, go ahead and check me out over there. Or check me out anyway. It really, really helps. Same thing. Like, comment, subscribe, share, save. All that stuff really helps with the algorithm. And things are really looking great over there. So literally any participation helps. If you finish the video, you actually get past a certain point on completion. That sends you further into the algorithm, which will give me more reach to a wider audience. And if that blows up and like everything else blows up, then I can do this all the time for you guys for as long as I can possibly muster. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Thank you so much for everything, and always remember to be good, be great, be grand. Bye. Bye.